Rémi Louf, let me ask you, we have basically two parallel realities. You have Elisabeth Borne saying, we're the only party or the only coalition about to get a majority in parliament. We have Jean-Luc Mélenchon saying the party has been defeated, we won the election. So it's a little bit strange for people who watch. They say, I won. Who won, actually?
Well, for now, they can both be correct. And I think they both have good arguments in their favor. First, if you just look at the numbers that are here with the number of seats, LREM got 255, between 255 and 295, which is, apparently the biggest score. But on the other hand, this is from Ipsos, right?
Yes.
And Ipsos, this is based on their previous polls, and they polled actually higher, like the last polls on Ipsos. So they're actually losing ground compared to the polls, as numbers will come during the night. These numbers will keep being updated, I think. And in that sense, the left is also right in thinking that, they might get closer. We don't know, but they might get closer. And earlier we said that there was a lot of uncertainty in polling, and that's what
Jean-Luc Mélenchon even said those seat projections are worth nothing.
I wouldn't say they're worth nothing. I would say there is a huge uncertainty. Like, they didn't poll at 10 seats. Like, the polls gave them, they gave them about that. They gave them between 150 and 190, and I think the real range is more between 130 and 230 something. Don't quote me on that number, but I think it's way wider than this.
You're on TV, so you're quoted, actually.
Yeah. And on the other hand, so, we'll know tomorrow. But the RN has very good reasons to be optimistic about these results, because they just keep, it's like a steady upward slope in terms of scores. Like, people thought that they would do much worse at this election than they actually did. And even more surprising is that when you look at correlation between RN vote and turnout, usually low turnout is really bad for them. And this time there's really the lowest turnout we've ever seen in these elections, and they still score pretty well. So I think that's why the person we saw is very, very optimistic about these results.